Hello everyone, I am Mayhem. This is Imperium Galactic War from the Warfront. We have a level 46 IGA fleet coming into a December incursion base of the Sovereignty variety, level 69. The IGA fleet is a battleship fleet and it is using the Grim Reaper weapon. So it'll probably make short work of most of this base. And this particular base looks like it is designed for the December month. They get a little artwork going in on them. The sparks there is into the top of the base already. The command center and the reactor station are down at the bottom. The base is putting up what defense it can with projectiles, but it's I think it's going to be a fruitless effort because these battleships are just going to use those projectile weapons to the best of their ability and just kind of wipe things out. It looks like they're going to be trying to be a perfectionist a little bit and maybe wipe out as many of the pylons as possible. They've got some active defenses on their ship. They're knocking down some of the projectiles before they get to the ship. Some of them are getting through and they're hitting the shield. You can see the shimmering on there. We can go ahead and recenter it and zoom in a little bit. Since the top of the base is pretty much dust, we'll give you a better view of the rest of it. And then they come down to the lower half of the base where the main parts are. The reactor station powers all the barrier generators. This base does not have any barrier generators installed, or you'd see the little glowing bubbles around all the buildings. But the command center is what dictates whether or not you get a win or not. Now the research labs that are around on the outside of that command center are what you want to hit to try to get your blueprints, because the more blueprints you collect, the better weapons you end up with. Sometimes you get increased better ship hulls to work with. And during December, during the Christmas event, there's a special weapon that only comes out once a year, and it's a tree missile based on one of the guided weapons. And it seems to be a favorite where a lot of people just decide they want to get that weapon. It's a fairly good weapon. It does a good job in player versus player and so forth. And the command center is gone. Taking out some of the point defense turrets, trying to get one of those last pylons down where they can get to those research centers. The research labs are one of the keys to getting the blueprint drops. Should be in there now. Pretty soon they're going to knock down one of those pylons and be able to get access to it. There's a resource depot, and there's one right there next to that point defense platform, and there it goes, access to all but one of them. And that last pylon will not last long under the fire of those Grim Reapers. Command center is gone, and that's a little under 5 minutes. As you can see, the firepower of that weapon is just absolutely devastating. There was that last pylon. The last resource depot's down, and there are 2 research labs, one on each side. There are still a couple of point defense platforms, but they're not armed with anything. But they do still count towards 100% base skill. And sometimes they can be hard to see when they're right behind a pylon like that. There's one more up there, but I don't know if they are paying attention to it because they're going after these other 3 that are down here. There's 2 more on the left and there's 1 on the right. They got plenty of time. These bases are designed for lower level players to come in and work together as a team But it also gives the opposing factions a chance, if they find it, they can join the battle and they can fight against the players. And if it was a sovereignty player that found it, the base would actually support them. And there's just one little sliver of health left on the base. It's that last point defense platform behind those barriers. Those pylons won't last long. I think one salvo may do it. It'll take that out, and then whatever's left will go through and wipe out that point defense platform. Well, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell. You'll get notifications of all the videos coming out. I hope you've enjoyed it. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.